Number
The final
9
one.
is there is no free lunch. I feel like I've gotten a lot of free lunches in my time. This one I feel like I learned back in college economics class or something. Maybe it was even high school. I don't know. And I get the concept, right? The concept here is that there's always a hook. No, just think of like the timeshare, right? You go to a resort, you sit down, they give you, I don't know, free time at the pool or a free great lunch, but you got to listen to the sales pitch. You can choose to not buy the timeshare. You can choose to not shop at the store, use the coupon. I mean, that's more of a self-control issue in my mind. And I can tell you that my wife and I, we sign up for every single retailer we possibly can that offers any sort of regular like coupon deal or anything. And I get that the company's thinking, hey, advertising, I've got their email address, I can keep pushing stuff, but there's plenty of places like fast food places, like there's a Chinese place and other places where we just wait till we get the coupon and then we go, and then we don't ever go there until we get another coupon. And so in my mind, like we are going to get in the free lunch because I'm not spending more there. I'm just spending what I would normally spend, except I'm getting a coupon every single time I go, and I'm actually saving a lot of money doing that. So I think that there are ways to get the free lunch, if you will, if you're able to have the self-control. It is hard. I personally would find it hard to go to a timeshare presentation and get an extravagant day at the clubhouse and whatever, and maybe even a free stay or a free night, and not feel like I need to reciprocate, which I think that's a tough one because we're reciprocal people. It's hard to accept a gift and not feel like you have to return a gift. And so that's that they're playing into all that psychology, and they hope that you'll be thinking about that and you'll be thinking, wow, that was so great. I'd love to have a week there. But obviously there are plenty of people who don't do that. They don't buy it, and they do get the free thing that came with it. And it helped them save $500 on their vacation. I think you can, if you're someone that has self-control, that can say no, that can really just, I guess, make each of these things distinct in your mind, like going is not tied to buying, then I think you can actually have some free lunches. But I don't like this one because it just implies that you can never go to any sales pitch and not buy something. It almost makes me feel like it's saying that humans are not smart. We have no self-control. We have no power to say no. We're always going to buy every time we get pitched to. It's like none of us do that. You get pitched all day long through advertisements, and not everybody buys every last little thing. I don't know. That one's a struggle for me.
If this were true, wouldn't Costco always be sold out of the microwavable quiches? Because people are taking, exactly. let's get a box of the microwavable quiche.
Yep, gotta get the quiches. Yep.
I just don't ever reciprocate. But no, I hear what you're saying, and
we're talking about you again.
Literally has been part of my career before, where we have offered lunches and dinners to come hear our presentation about our products or whatever. And so it's not necessarily to force people to reciprocate to buy. It's a way that you can get someone to an event, and hopefully they will buy because of your presentation, the value that you're presenting to them, the story that you're giving them, and explaining the services that they can get that they can't get anywhere else. I have gone to many presentations, especially investment presentations. They're done over lunches or dinner. They tell you about their products. They tell you what they think about the market. I get a lot of value out of that. I don't walk away thinking, oh, what I should do is invest my money with them because of the meal. What I'm intrigued by is maybe their philosophy on investing or their products and services. And ultimately, I'm going to make that decision that, because it's my money, that I am going to either do business or not do business with them because I care about being a steward of my own money. Yes, I get the idea that there's always something, there's always some sort of incentive or motivation behind other things. But the reality is, like you said, we all have free will here. Assuming that you're not getting pushed in a corner and getting a hard sell on something. Hopefully, we're adults, and maybe we should do a presentation on adulting and being able to make those decisions, being able to taste the quiche without feeling obligated to buy the quiche or the granola or the croissant ramp bagels or whatever it might be. So I think a lot of people do it, but then they think, hey, if I do this other one, I'm going to get roped into it. And I tell you what, if you are that type of person or personality that you don't think you're going to be able to say no to the timeshare, then I wouldn't go. I would probably try to avoid it. But if you know that you can say no and that you can leave, or hey, you don't have money to buy it, so no matter how hard they push, you're not writing a check, then why not get the free meal or whatever,
that would make
the
it
experience or whatever. So I agree with you.
I don't like this one because I feel like it just implies that there's never any good-natured gift or any event or anything that anybody does, like always there's a hook. And I just don't believe that. I think there are times where people are just doing it out of the goodness of their heart. I really do. I know that maybe sounds naive, but I hate being skeptical of everywhere I go, thinking that, okay, what's the hook here? What are they trying to get from me? And it's like, maybe nothing. Maybe they literally got money to gift out and they just wanted to do it because it was a cool thing to do. Those are not the most common. I do think there's a lot of hooks on different free events, but there are some out there. And I don't love, I guess, operating under that skepticism and just being like, okay, because then I don't enjoy it. Then I'm always looking for what's the catch? What do I have to say no to? I have to like prepare myself. And then that diminishes even the enjoyment of whatever you're doing because you're just constantly looking for the angle, trying to figure out what's going on. I don't know.
How many times have we given away or tried to give away free classes or workshops or tools or resources? Our case recently here, because BCU is making some of these available, so there's no hook. We're just trying to give it away. It's already been paid for. Other organizations sometimes try to do that too. Sometimes it's harder to give away free things because of the saying here, there's no free lunch. Nobody believes it. I am with you on this. This one is sometimes hard to get over. In some ways, I even see it manifest itself when you offer, hey, do you want to come to this workshop? We're doing something, or hey, do you want a copy of our book or whatever? And they're like, hey, what's the catch? We're almost conditioned to say, what's the catch? And just a kind of a unhealthy place to be when you're always looking skeptically. But sometimes it's founded. Sometimes we live in a world where there are cheaters and people out there trying to take advantage. And so you're skeptical on everything because of the one rogue element, the outliers. And so it's, unfortunately, maybe that's just a commentary on society in general, but I agree with you. Sometimes there is a free lunch. I will say that this is not a free rule. We have done some free lunches, in fact, some free dinners for people as well.